Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Help support my channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty much as soon as possible. So then I go live streaming because YouTube policy, they won't let me go live until I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the folks out there that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet, please take this moment now with helping me. Click subscribe. Next, click the bell. And next, click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Plus, click the thumbs up button and every time you watch my videos. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on either my Patreon or PayPal links. If you join my Patreon page, then you'll get early access to these videos 24 hours before they're posted on the YouTube and lots more. If you prefer just leaving a small tip, click on PayPal. Either way, then you get that warm sense of satisfaction years down the line knowing that you helped me become a successful YouTuber.
Thursday, September 22nd, 07:30 a.m. New York time. Day trading using options with the futures market, which is different than the equity market. Futures market, you could trade overnight. I could trade right now before the regular stock market hours open. I did a trade this morning and I already closed it for profits. It was on the S&P 500. Doing a top down, first looking at the cash index, S&P 500, SPX, look on the weekly. We already took out the low of last week. So this is the current candle for this week. It's not done yet, obviously, because it's Thursday, but clearly made a lower high, lower low so far. Not only taking out the low of last week, took out that key swing low, breaking below, currently trading below the demand zone. Yep, so the trend is down. That's on the weekly. Let's take it to a faster time frame. Down to the daily. Zoom out a little bit. Yesterday, when we broke down, we filled this gap. This gap was all the way from there. Gap is when price opens up different from a prior period of time and has no price action in between a certain amount of price range. Well, this was on a daily. It closed on a day there and it opened up there. No prices occur there. It's magical. Oh, it really happens. Nobody does any trades there. So the market makers can adjust prices until there's a trade. Just like gas, you could raise the price and people keep buying it, then price action keeps going. Well, if they switch the price, if there's no price between the two prices that switch, there was no trade there. Doesn't mean they can't change prices. It happens just like here too. Yeah, just like ice cream. You have ice cream, you want it to get a little softer, you put it on the table, and you wait too long and come back, it's, well, not ice cream anymore. It's a puddle. You got it? Okay. So looking here on the daily chart, notice these lines have drawn. How my mouse is moving. Yeah, it's looking like a pattern, isn't it? Here's a head. Here's a left shoulder. Here's a right shoulder. We broke the right shoulder last week, and now we're going lower low. And there's a gap down here that may get filled at some point sooner than later. Okay, now let's take it to the intraday using the futures, the ones that trade overnight and trading right now. We're looking at the 4 hour. So I do a top down, and part of the top down includes the 4 hour candles. Well, yesterday when this big impulse move down occurred, yep, I drew on midpoint. So this right here, this gray horizontal line says midpoint 4H. That's off the middle of this big red candle. Also, long time ago, well, let's zoom out. Let's go back to, say, 30 days. Oh, it's more than that. So what I'm going to show you is this horizontal line right here. This midpoint 4. It was from a long time ago. And we finally got back down there retesting it. So I was have to go back further than 30 days. There it is. Yep, right here. So all the way back in, wow, the month of 7/14 around, all the way back there is where I drew it. And it did. It came back and tested it overnight. Overnight, it tested it. Well, I want to show you this too on the 30-minute. As it says here, midpoint 30 minutes. So I drew that on the 30-minute. So I'll switch this to a 30-minute. There we go. That candle, each of these candles is a 30-minute period. So yesterday, after that occurred, I identified it to me. It's important. So I did a midpoint right off of it. And that happened to be that midpoint. Look at that. It was that quarter's big round number, 38.25. That's significant. It's that red horizontal line. Overlap, very powerful. And did it work out well? Yes, it did. On the 30-minute. So when it came up here last night, it tested it, did a bearish pin bar, rejected it. Yeah, nice trigger. And I had alerts set there. You see I have alerts. But I was already asleep that time of day. Let's take this to the 15-minute. Okay, now we have the 15 minutes. So overnight, we tested that 4-hour point I showed you. Broke below it. So maybe some traders went short when it broke below it. And other ones might have gone long. Yeah. Let's zoom in a little bit. Look at that. Almost tweezer bottom. Very nice trigger for a bullish trade right there. So overnight, when this occurred, on the 15-minute now, we hit that 30-minute. And on the 30-minute, I showed you it was a bearish pin bar. Well, what happened was here, it did a reversal on the 15-minute, because I'll often go down to the 15-minute time frame to look for setups and triggers to trade. So when this occurred, this red candle was already done. And when we broke below it, I took the bearish trade. Yep, went short using options. And I'll show you that in a moment. Did an option trade with options that expired today. As soon as I got filled, I put a working order to close for a certain amount of profit, and it closed. Yep. So now it's still going lower low. And that's what I liked about it, because it was a reversal. It was a key price level I showed you. Even I showed you on the 30-minute, doesn't matter, the 15-minute, 1 hour, the price action occurred there. But I'm using a faster time frame. That was the 15-minute. And right at that specific event, like I said, that gray horizontal line midpoint and that big round number, that was a setup. And then the follow-up setup was with the candlesticks, top of a trend, reverse candlesticks. And the confirmation was it broke below the red right there. So let's show you the trade. Yep. I put my trade there and it closed there. Not surprised it closed there. You had this huge impulse move down, fast price action, and it hit my price target and closed it. Yep. There we go. So that being said, looking here at the 15-minute price action yesterday, very volatile, but there are trade opportunities and I took it. So now the game is to re-update my charts. And when I re-update my charts, I'm going to have to start from the top down again. So I have these settings and I'll have to adjust some of them because some of them have been tested. So I'll adjust obviously this bottom one, this top one, and see any new ones that occurred significant to label them, and then continue on with my day looking for trade opportunities. May not use the futures. I may just go into the EX, but I have up till 9:30 a.m. Well, it doesn't matter. All day long, I can trade this one, but the cash market doesn't open until 9:30 a.m. So if I want to continue trading, I'll use the ES and the options. We're looking here at the contracts, open the option chain. There we go, the option chain. I look for the one that's 0 right there. September 2022, of course, but 0, parentheses 0, those expire today. Those are the ones I'll be using, or I'll just go outright use the SPX. Many thanks for watching. Thank you, as always, for spending just a little bit of your time with me. If you've gotten value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on my PayPal or Venmo. You can leave a small tip. If you don't want to share financial support, no problem. Just click the like and subscribe and leave a comment, please.